Approximately October 17th or 18th, Ramesvar decides he has to do something to prevent devotees from hearing and fulfilling Srila Prabhupada's request. Again, I know this is what Ramesvar thought because, as I explained in my personal story, he had sat down with me toward the end of November and revealed to me the whole thing in detail. What he was thinking, why, what his rationalizations were. Ramesvar had seen the two book distributors had come, and they told him that others were also planning on coming, and many were planning on leaving their services to be with Srila Prabhupada to see him one last time. Ramesvar had already come to the conclusion that he would have to do something to stop devotees from coming. The Christmas marathons would be starting soon, and he feared if all the book distributors were to come to India in a few months, all of the temples will be foreclosed on by the banks, and all of ISKCON would be destroyed. That, Ramesvar had already come to that conclusion on just seeing those two Sankirtan devotees and based on what they told him. And this was before Srila Prabhupada had made this request that everyone come. So on hearing this, when Ramesvar heard that Prabhupada had actually requested everyone to come, Ramesvar told me, he said, and I'm quoting at least, paraphrasing from memory, I knew I had to do something to prevent devotees from hearing what Srila Prabhupada had said. He told me he had already come to that conclusion, that he knew he had to do something to keep devotees from coming, especially the book distributors. And now that Prabhupada has actually requested everyone to come, now more than ever he knew he had to do something. And so Ramesvar devises a plan. He decides that he'll come back to the US and he will personally tell the devotees, not just in the Los Angeles temple, but from his office in LA, he can now call all of the temples all over the world and tell them to tell the devotees in their temples not to come to Vrindavan. But he told me, who would listen to him? He said he knew the only way devotees would listen is if he told them that this is what Srila Prabhupada wanted. So his plan was not only to try to prevent devotees from hearing what Srila Prabhupada had requested, but his plan including lying to all of us, lying on Srila Prabhupada's name. He felt that this was the only way he could save ISKCON. From what? From Prabhupada's request? If it was a request that would destroy ISKCON, it would be quite a foolish request, wouldn't it be? But Ramesvar, of course, he didn't think in that terms, Prabhupada's a foolish request. I would hope not. But that's basically what it amounts to. He wanted to save ISKCON from Prabhupada's request because he was certain Prabhupada's request would certainly destroy ISKCON. He told me that he first met with Tamal Krishna and revealed his plan to Tamal. He told me that Tamal agreed with his plan. It was the best plan and that something had to be done before the Christmas marathons. So Tamal suggested that they meet and discuss with other GBC members who were there in Vrindavan because it was going to take a collaborated effort amongst the other GBC men to make this plan work. So Ramesvar told me that they met with other GBC men and they got them on board. Anyway, more on this shortly. Right now I'm going to go to the next timeline, but I'll get back to this part of this event shortly.